But oh skills now the hey skills now say more to follow and Wednesday dey na you cry
every try numbers
hey I do be screen this saying we don't know you
oh yeah first saying na just drop
that's an style baby o gas levy at 10:30
we are taka move
10:30
na you be man up you buy ready
now and that's why the time a program no go to we was set it
we break you we break record wa ha
was set it
Data
obi black bag biara
bag tuntum
enyirai because obi dia baha obi dia baha
bag na be difia ha
oh
na se nipa na ehu no
o se ofan wo trotro bi mu pampa so
he ya
adum pampa so na bag no health insurance card I di omu ye Mumuni Osman
o bag na be di ha
Osman
wa woni Mumuni
o pink hijab ye veil na nkramofo ma de gu omutri so ena sika kakra esu wom
ena nipa we nipa
papa information bia about obi a ne bibi saira eno anse obebo Oyerepa ha anasa obefre 0243 984 950 meaning say the announcement net there or someone has found a black bag in a trotro. Okay, so he found it at Pampaso yesterday.
And
it contains a health insurance card bearing the name Mumuni Osman. A pink hijab, that's a veil used by Muslim women, and an amount of money. Anyone with information, say I can't do about because all the say oh your identification I count. Anyone information should contact 0243 984 950. 0243 or come to Oyerepa.
That's how you be ma.
I be ma.
Enti chi se be ma na ba ha.
Say oba na wa be kire di enti aw na Mumuni Osman no.
Na hijab no so say e ma na yisu.
Oh, some found, sir. And if you are a cotton man, visual and it doesn't.
I don't know confusion.
Confusion. So, any moon come of was a more.
If I know about Obebrasan or justify. So we Mumuni na hijab there
Oba no one say only Mumuni Osman. And I want to believe there's an ID card. Ain't na Mumuni Osman. Also, I say it contains a health insurance card.
And also picture also
bearing the name Mumuni. To buy identification here easy. When him that
two Mumuni amema.
Oh, now we don't want to be.
Na said na a hijab ruano. Or your bar name Mumuni no a new crown and down for and BB Sansway.
And not the same issue.
To be fine.
I think I'm for us a only muntina.
Okay, Matthias.
You'll be a talk man here.
Maybe I'll do my family and I know so possible. And a bag and crab okay. But I know so possible in Tino. So Natama so obviously me to hijab no come obi. Say na wo kan.
And answer possible.
Oh, the only na dey wo kan be possible. Person dey me question corner.
Mate say Oyerepa TV on satellite is off. So the digital is not off.
And we never call
Samuel Adofo. Or say off satellite off. That is what Samuel Adofo can. Because we say good morning, watching inside Pig Farm in Accra, Kofi Adjman black man. So what it means is that Senye Facebook no there, he's watching TV. And
who which of them? Say
so
digital and say
information kakra. There's a difference between the digital and the
satellite.
Digital near the unhear decoder bia. Or the board down one but say the board down by you need a digital TV.
Or the polar inbuilt ABN.
But the TV should be digital.
A digital one, yes.
And no ba. My Muamode decoder no that is my understanding. I hope people keep us updated. But for any airline here,
Tita my young quite now no me 1 2 3 4 ba could be a ho sisi a na eno de me ye no sideways say wo ma me kwan a because me sure say we be interested e we no mu so kakra kan bi kra na ma me decide say me ye no because na say what to fu say ke be yanka omo fe no to ho no mansa tama Asante Kotoko IMC and Richmond Lamptey managers are in a quagmire and a dilemma as the money involved in the transfer saga has left them in a fix.
What's it saying? What's it saying?
We say Asante Kotoko IMC and Richmond Lamptey's managers are in a quagmire and a dilemma as the money involved in the transfer saga has left them in a fix.
Just it. Obviously, it's off both on the satellite and the digital platforms. Okay.
Then there's a problem.
Was it's off both ways? Yeah.
Then there's a problem. But we believe the technicians will fix it as soon as possible.
On my report to carry the right announcement. Yes. I hope so.
Yeah. I believe they will fix it as. Yeah. Tama asema banu nyina say. Won say no na Lamptey na wo ka say won ni papa na sa transfer no sika na wo mu no. Won say kotoko de no de. He say kotoko na nkasa wo sikasem challenge kakra. Enti ka wunya sika na nke bebo mba ani so vision na si wo manim no ni so de no de si wo manim no. E ma na ye den mo so on be ja Lamptey amanako. Because kotoko wants to win the league, go to Africa and do well. To come in a crana, and your league in Kwana Komoje, but Komode, Lamptey so kwa Africa nibi. On Beko Kwayadi. Here is the case as he says, no, Omomu Yesika. Enti, Akwesa Yen Tanta, Yen Tanta, Yan Ton Yen Jessica, Yen invest into the team, no. Na Yen Fanque nim, and I Yen Kipuno, Nessica Moyen. Na Yen Hedi Ebeye. Lamptey so oni kotoko contract na ka form.
Is a quagmire fix any day.
Tama, na say who dey say ba say.
But me just say where is the quagmire and the fix because asem
dilemma cross aka ho.
No, asem we there. Me hu dilemma ne quagmire ne fix bia.
Tama, sa
me ba. Say ampa minim whether the Libyan club has contacted Kotoko. I'm sure they haven't. So agents no any player no any team no and a heading komo. Now the issues are simple. One, what is the position of the player and any team no?
I'm pay deal no. Especially
so what is the quagmire and the fix?
Thank you for the good question. The quagmire and the fix any dilemma no nie. Lamptey feel say on any team no feel say emrebi asam to no kotoko twitwaje no enti
so all these things me ba but for all these things must come before your decision. You don't take a position and then discuss the quagmire and the fix.
Oh, timer.
No, let's nyina abra bomu nsem ti beboa. Now obi presenting offer ma wo hurry out to is a
good offer. So appetizing, so enticing.
Please. Baba Juma on the radio station and the TV station. You don't take a decision. Zan waka so reply bibia mount or pamba ya one day. Once wolf is over corner. When you take a decision away, so you don't me ba.
No, being interested.
Oh, allow me to make a point. So I count there, and I'll do quagmire no headline. And I'm say. Yen take a decision and sign ya ko yin dutu anu ma ho enko kire panyin musa ne sa aboa be nie.
Tama,
what you do is that this is what people have presented before me. So you go to them without a position. Tama,
hey, Lamptey ya offer ne buy no. Aka 4 months unka obet akọ pre-contract kra.
But so why are we having this discussion?
Decided say
we are allow us to make our point too. What count there? What present what?
Make us where you.
What we are saying? I may say. Who the say? Lamptey is interested.
Complete. Absolutely.
So if he's interested, then what the Kotoko debut? And then better Kotoko say.
Kotoko decided na omientina.
So
that time I want the quagmire and the dilemma and all those things comes in.
Right to take a decision that will favor them as a football club. Say now so decision that will favor you as a footballer.
Kotoko this is na
you don't get it. You don't allow me to make the point. And now I'm address, so please let me address people.
No, I no pay
say obi presenting offer Mazakito. Na Zakito fee say Oyerepa boano a on take a position no dia ko Oyerepa say me interested me ko Oyerepa mo ye me den o ya sa dia na say wonwe na Oyerepa ho bia you rather go to Oyerepa say this is what somebody has brought na madwene ho ahwe say okay obi an taking the interest ni enwe de be ba won timi ka say I want to go no aboa me nti ye ho bibi enye lam tene be ka che kotoko say munyi sika no sa it is for kotoko to decide.
This is what I know from the
maybe I the for from me address the
the side from the agent,
which is you to rely on
the agent. The side from the agent, and I've told you I'm aware of the agent even players me and sa and now on all try to odomutukwan back when Johnson Sowa I have the contractual agreement between Sowa and the senior more figures here. Mediama so was $600,000. I have the details, everything here. Oran and Kedi Lamte's Echo Libya. He contacted Lamte's entourage about a deal winner for Lamte in Libya. Lamte, the only thing he told them was contact Asante Kotoko. And the first thing the agent did was to contact Emmanuel Nutin Dasobere. Say,
what do you need different?
We have in your contract Edama Richmond.
What's about this super paper?
Na emuasem ete sen. Enti omubusa omubusa Kotoko say omanya contact for Richmond Lamti. Enti emuasem ete sen. Then Ima and as a Kotoko responded say they are ready to like deal with them, but Omono a quote figure of $150,000 for Richmond Lamti.
Yes, is how much we take.
We take for Richmond Lamti, and Omakache the agency. And Omakache the agent.
You don't get the point. Manning Chemu is taking us. What taking position now?
Oh, timer.
Omakache agent say they will take $150,000 for Lamti. What I'm hearing and told directly from the agent side, they say also no. The background check and we sakar Lamte 4 months contract to end at Kotoko. Then Onufi said a player kind of 4 months contract there. You shouldn't mentioning $150,000. It is between the agent and the club as to whether they will agree and pay the $150,000. And I said Kotoko will soften their stance. Say bia yate to say. Na oma exchange but ankoso dia Lamte o si bia Kotoko for the contract to end and to say agina idea
so good point when that's it wa boa and serious so the key point I'm making is so your bar na se be me ba yen kan che be man se mapene Nemum come papa.
Timer.
No, meba.
I
don't like that. Let's make one point after the other. People will complain. That is why we are here. You have your time. Say, if your father is the one who make the decision for you, dear,
you go there first.
Na papa na throw one a bano. No new dim komo ebusa o say. Bemen or to send no hu yen kan chen se mapene so amount nemum ko be papa so ko busa. Lamte is a footballer only team. They have their own way on be some yo money ma Kotoko so a football club omo edo ma to so mo manage Kotoko no the interest of Asante Kotoko gino mo so they can also make their own decisions. Now, ebi Lamte and go for no, 100,000 is not the issue. Ebi we win 100,000 is not for you. Dear. 7,000 no more can. Ebi we can match it up to this point.
Yes.
And to see it mean I say ma wa. Obeti ase na what na. Then we go out say. Because Kotoko so interest as a football club, you may not know their vision for next season. Ebi a wo ye pese ye renew contract kra na that me etimi aton because baby ane na mo na idie ebi ko betima bre 400,000 and to renew na mo renew no ye pese ye tu aka $4,000 and $5,000. Ba won ka se me de ma pene so ntimo nko hwe de omo so be ye.
No, I can't.
Because what pene so omo ko de omo be there, you are putting Kotoko in a tight corner.
No, I can't say it confidently here, say when the agent contacted Lamptey, the only thing the Lamptey agent and said they should contact Asante Kotoko. Lamptey responds to the agent and said contact Asante Kotoko. Now muno mundili, and as you sit here, the discussions is between the agent and Asante Kotoko at that level.
Sometimes no, I fans that clubs no there, they don't have position. Kotoko bet me aka say okay, but my season end there. Now we were ready to forfeit the 100. Maybe I will bet my boy me at the league. What I say, and I say we want to keep you. And I say okay, giving opposition our take is a change now bekono. And you mean these are all options. These are all options. Now as a quack man fix and they were prince on Kotoko nye bibi dia. Me dem mentiase. Me mentiase. On ma Kotoko soon take you on decision. And the Kotoko have options. Option 1, we want to see if you can match up what they are paying. Because boy me eji league be benya. And now say bit ma koton renew it and let's go. And now say okrawa say we are here. Until they that's it. Omo 100,000 emra. Na yenko. Are the people ready to pay the 100,000? That's also a big question. 4 months they are not ready.
They are not ready.
So 100,000 I hear mentioned cry it's not a figure. If you go make the amount 50 billion. So now where is the quagma?
Yanko,
where's the quagma?
Plenty quagma inside. Asam na ye say
to amaya another option so we do ni mugaga.
Asam is on ko. Kotoko here sika. He say wo mu here sika. 100,000 e be bom no. No, but there's a figure going around say going na idea. Contact na mo here no. Didn't quote a
so
figure.
The quagma is surrounded by the figure. Meanwhile, question go for 100,000.
According to Zakito, then I was what you know. Who can one get Kotoko to 150?
Nabi, me say
Kotoko. I'm contacting him. I'm
me say Kotoko contacted Kotoko. The agent contacted Kotoko. And Kotoko bought $150,000.
Then Kotoko bought 150.
One moon Pesica and Quagman.
It means agent no more offer. The first in the club will do.
Or you ask them. And so Obusa
club Obusa say, a dear offer no more. So to them until the agent will present it. Oh, club next will be to say there be any. If you say there, but Kotoko will not go straight say. Oh, friend, now you pay Richmond land to us more for 150.
Or I said the agent.
It based on own narration now. It means and go for no two figure.
No. There be enjoy the see any. Memo. Some things are confidential that I can't. But they see any. They see any. The agent called Dasoberry. And Obusa said. When your team at the Ama Lamptey or Libya, now availability and sign on budget. This was the communication. The Ima responded by saying that
WhatsApp and
no through WhatsApp.
WhatsApp
through WhatsApp no yeah.
WhatsApp
so Nina can be somewhere call somewhere chat.
Okay.
And now Omudin Kone Ima say Kotoko will take $150,000.
One will be a problem.
And he or catch no. Up to now, agent no.
I don't have problem.
Because one, many sure say you will just go straight and say Kotoko budget $150,000. Because one, the player in question here doesn't have a buyout clause. That means we enter into negotiation. And your fixed buyout clause says, "Scarcely now what the bar." And no dear,
that's the value of the player to them.
There be and so dear, you have experience in those negotiations and then Obetia, so many no my say ni bi. A bad thing so called club was a me player. One say player na me pen ne boy say. And no different so Busa send a boy say there.
I want him narration now. He asked them.
One more.
Agents and clubs, they are very smart. Before they will go to Kotoko, they will know the number of years aka wɔ Lamte contract so okay na ɔmo de ɔmo value ayɛ dɛ ato so ebi kura na nye agent na be na club na be na say agent na be na ju so broker deal between the two clubs it before me te hey me ni man ni come but with my little knowledge before you mabe quote to say $150,000 no agent na be bobo club now ready to pay for the player
and about 100
because you will not go straight and say mo go for 150 mira
o say any enkomo bia o
entina
o three nkan nyina
entina make say me zagi to me ka but from your little knowledge when it comes to these things no
but so this is my point ma we nyina ba say Lamte or you play a mass Antico Kotoko will engage Lamte first of all are you ready to leave Kotoko options if you are okay and yes so any problem with you leaving or we want to match yeah a very new contract no we can be a pay $3,000 or $4,000 to you in between the two which one do you like no I still want to leave become at home then next is a Lamte are making the position clear Zaki to say Lamte man position clear are you so man position clear
Miss we interested Lamte interested
Obe do nim bibi kakra sana ma baba
enra
let's also nim kakra
oh me de hu komo kakra
okay mo ma ye ebe mo dem say mo ebe boa
ma o say the moment obe direct mu to Kotoko no e che say there is a certain interest
but we are careful.
Yes,
that's the only.
On bese obe betray Kotoko.
Simple.
That's the only thing.
So what them chana say o. Baby e gina say Richmond Lamte wo e wo kwan bia obetia afa so bia mtoto even obetia ma na 4 months no akwaji sika no. Say mama example da say me name no say Kofo the general Libya say ya e na Kotoko kobo El Ali Tripoli. Ye ball game ni wie no na El Ali Tripoli for nso mpekofo. To mu invite na de habo. Na Kofo frame say me nkoja no. Ti ye call ya omune ne didi nkoma e na okacho so omunko hia Kotoko panyefo no nti omo ba hotel ho e be hia then nana bantma hene owura Georgia Mwako e na kwa mba enu yakon e na Kotoko se ombeji $250,000 it is their next meeting with Kofo amzo to omo sane ne koye biem which I was there e na Kofo ka chom so sika no omo gene ne contract na aka ne do so do and Muzazaga no so aka 6 months. Omba Kotoko obi no so makoye investigation aka boy in 6 months they feel say the $250,000 is okay. Kotoko see there be they will not take $250,000 unless they give them $400,000. It's what Kofo here and say then and I want to my contract in then I will negotiate with you. It's before 6 months in the crab so no sign pre contract with them. Kotoko ba Ghana Libya for the pay for back my say sign contract say we go din tulipo say baby and go sign contract.
Okay.
So
Lamte
Lamte case now hand say Lamte is just being careful not to create any problem between on Kotoko.
But Kotoko so war interest. Their interest is are they ready to compete and also me dey musa
on say mama instance me no say Zoto e betimi adu point bi player no krabeka say sika no mo dey mama na ye monye because aka me 4 months player no so betia ka say me pese be do sa stage no menim say e be do point bi say club no ye serious pe be do point bi e be force Lamte ama na Kotokofo akoka che Kotokofo say omunyi sika no because he feel say the omode man no say me maka wa ha say based on Lamte standards say now so to I am member of the national team to Cup of Nation me bon pay say the story name me download mu the recent local players o Mako Black Stars have ye nto omudi biem unhu ba biem be fa biem but say player ko national team enei Lamte ba na oto na ball na obo na the boy odinya opportunity ko AFCON na so a na Kotoko renew no contract Lamte bewura sa $500,000 going players anymore so what them gonna say which church say Kotoko nya abotra an additional $400,000 or $500,000 abeto $100,000 on the man but this is football so to untimi fan to church so
and na ebegina player no so no me dey say if he is interested Kotoko also take their decision no mo so no mo nka say okay and I say bowie
Also at this point,
the
current situation there, the biggest losers be Kotoko. If a court to level now, Wakana, Bowie and Bema.
But so Oboso no Mojeliga.
Like to a Premier League over, I said, no,
I said, no, it's a league in the winning, but I think winning the league.
Player by
league in the league is
a league in a berry or a free agent.
Oh, you're free agent.
But also winning the league counts with Sokotoko. Yeah, they be a Kotoko league to win the Premier League. And I'm
sorry, no.
It's I wanted to listen to the agent and again and get the clear picture. Let me tell him. Why emphatic? Emphatic say from $150,000 about $300,000. Oh, say almost so means your coaches can now.
You see, that good point is that
also
this cash when now be pay when we know how much the people are ready to pay. Any man are ready to pay. What do we do?
Omuntia. It's that means 150.
100 no bonus omuntia.
It was that means I get to from the what you are saying no. HSA agent the figure by and I go to go to BB. And almost started so many
agreed figure.
So it's only I say
so what is agreed figure?
And now he said the number because
to me 100,000
also omuntia.
If you go am 20,000 you go aka 3 months. Sano kotoko.
It was na make say 1 2 looking at number of months aka number of months aka alamte contract in be if a club is ready to offer $100,000 me gina the position of Kotoko Magiska no
but nyanka
o dey say me make a point based on what they buy no Magiska no unim de ntia we are talking about Kotoko winning league. Okay, Kotoko Aje league na we how much will Kotoko get after winning the league? It doesn't even reach $30,000.
But value players ni na be brave value ni.
So na me catch your last time say yemfa players are odomaya direct involved in our league without getting a national team call up. The last 5 years kai tom enra yawano. There is another club in Egypt. They say from National Bank. Omo penny for Ismaili. Omo so mbetwa $750,000. Just 2 years ago, Yawano was the best player in our local league. Time I ever told Yawano no. Sikana club never so you new $250,000.
Yeah.
So what I say? It's what I'm trying to say. And say situation now you won't say no. So be the $100,000 bar. And $100,000 no. What you league we are. Uni baby adu betu kwanko 30,000 ni 20,000 here. They my clubs of Ghana here. It's me fan call one trip mpo.
Okay, but they are not ready to pay 100,000.
That is another side.
Yeah,
that is another side because for Menra Komana Media no HSA club near one of the richest clubs in Libya. Almost kapa na
Libya.
Ose
Libya.
I don't know Libya.
Libya don't go buy and go to Libya.
Eh, me so tori asa na kan.
Libya.
Obayama ayi OTA program no. Stanley Afezi. Okay, Stanley Afezi.
Libya.
Yeah.
No, so free house okobo Libya. Na dia Libya ye man no. Sa Afezi kan say what the wo kan say ya wan obo so obe send message say
what happened to his career?
Mr. Otuo, but at the end of the day
career no. Obo no say mpan say lamte. Wa watna nano namne waf George din komo. Lamte obekaya. And we another issue. Oni Asimeru ne hwan Gideon mo ne omo ne wa papa ebi titi Europe bo ne ade kama omo mu bo nchen
bo no po Ghana
some free Ghana ne koy
to ko Libya
enti no free kotoko na bo na ye bia benya
obe consider nyoma be
Moldova
age so ye factor
Moldova
as we hear tie Mizoto and Europe direct transfer from our league to Europe we are more than 25 years very difficult
not Moldova
o say no nina we consider special cases Mizoto Lamte will be 27 in March 27 no na do your rich Lamte na be kan wa fa story bi we do Lamte bo na obo no wa fa ipa Mizoto what tenacity for so many years as opportunity when you trials be occur no South Africa Sundowns so say sometimes you be we abrabo no have be abrabo na de wo ko so tem jena say
cousin
yes, I think
because People say De Rossi on.
Why? Daniel De Rossi.
Near my oil, no. Say young woman anything to man. We are fifth on the league.
Hey,
is that a Roman supporter?
Yeah. Fifth on the league.
na teta kwa
In 2 matches.
Over school of you now was
Again, Martin say Melas will be a new coach. Do we believe those reports?
No, me against Milan appointing Conte. Even though Conte is my coach, but me hear the kind of players who Milan see, and who coach in Conte.
Conte is about force him to buy.
And your matter of even buying. And your matter of even buying, but me share players now. So the minga say Pamu players no dollar man and manti. Do to Conte there. Me there. Oh, not to say Conte is not a good coach.
But you don't support that point.
Only the entire because. Why? Oh, say purely the market so reaching the
after Pioli, no. Many sure said there are 3 coaches on which my coach in Milan now me better than Conte based on everything.
Not me too. Will Arsenal
style of
Tete Arsenal say Atete Noah will Arsenal go for Conte?
No.
Why would Adana Munko for Conte?
Only
Adana Munko for Conte. Because if say players no one Conte style of football in situ. Aha. E hona me gina. E no Chelsea Conte is not a good coach.
Okay.
Na say purely coach Milan na Conte.
So but me enti o de ka krabi on we na fa yem ko en.
Mr. Tu enra na me kan office Lamte issue na ba ya chekakra. Yeah. Yeah, about around Justice Blay issue no.
Okay.
Tamana Justice Blay issue na ban and the ma ni panete homa me say the blade and about public domain. Tina ye din common oil faton say Lamte kra no.
Ne de o
but he's been told to keep it private. Say my name fan Barbonte and indeed on fa and Barbonte. And as man as Akito can say omu be see Lamte so no our direct omu to a year kotokono a 100% true. Now permutations need now the deal is off. Yes, the deal is off. And
no dilemma.
Lamte is not going to Libya because the MSA kinds of Libya on a transfer window no are close. Libya transfer window not close, but other countries the ABA. For instance, currently last we are speaking, I'm saying Sudan, so the ABA.
Sudan crowded.
As it stands now, no. That's the stance now. So I don't.
Okay, so bad, Captain. Una ya one more near say. As it stands, there's no quagman. There's no dilemma. Me was say based on the okay.
That was time. Dilemma. Quagman.
No, what is it the same? What is it the same agent? The same agent. And I got as deal no.
Okay.
On one day suwa.
The agent na
deal no. On one and epe Salifu
so. Yeah.
Okay.
To the question here say 100,000 in there buy.
But from who?
From the agent.
Oh, they were ready to pay.
Yeah, 100,000. But the deal for Lamte was solid. And a player ni okay. But Kotoko point was 1. Interlies or percentage ewo Lamte ne transfer no. FA percentage ewom. And the other clubs and kitten no.
10% of 5.
Yes. Training and compensation is wom. And a guy come de wom. So I'm estimating say roughly me lose close to 45% of Sikana Ebebano. And at that time, no, na omo pe options to replace Lamte so na endorse. To my home bet 100,000, which was around 1.2 billion old Ghana cedis. No, ube wie ne bia wenya be 60,000. So 60,000, what the core transfer market, no, so at that time, unya player or a Lamte replacement at 60,000. Exactly. Until omoye all those permutations, no, they requested for more, but no enya dia neighbor. And
therefore Lamte,
yes,
be with us.
Yes.
End of the season, yes. Renewal.
Yes. Other offers bar. If other offers bar.
They say be maybe. They say they agree there. They are be maybe.
Omo chechi mu che boy and say omo you ready to let him go. No nko to aso. But sikana eba no any deductions are ewo ho no. Omo wie na akwa ti say club no. One said enya mfaso papa bi amfiri o transfer no ho, which is one. Omo wie so no. Now replacement some sanko fabeshi team no so no about another problem. Until let's hope and wait for what is good. Something better ba. Ni nyina ya trans ni move.
Na so we say wo I don't know how bring my koba waste time.
I say we no akra make kakra office na.
We ka quagma. Any dilemma, any ade nyina no. Ka ma ba I think that kotoko calculation no nye bad.
Se me information am one so a bit different from more.
Another quagma.
I said that amount no came from Kotoko. That 150 now came from Asante Kotoko. And the club insisting say omu pe free player omu tuya. They are mad deal no. Off no.
Free player.
Yes. Agent now Zakito Mamne Kasa no. If unknown the agent no dey as well me tell no dey. Or as a speaking in local language.
The agent approached Lamte the number ne mom. Now only an idea of Lamte contract situation wa Kotoko. E ho na mo no Kotoko starting negotiations. Later he got to know say there is just 4 months and the Lamte. There was a Lamte ni o man extensive conversation.
Say player there, you will not do that.
Into you know who you know.
4 months no be who no. 4 months no be who no. Every player na come.
Good. But the point is he got to know say Aka Lamte 4 months. Inti ehon na ma agent no so approach towards issues no ebe a different thing altogether. And I was giving you hint to office.
What you are saying asema wo be dey kan CCH say time a free ni be mu when they realize I can 4 months.
4 months no. Inti ehon na ma agent say
on that FBC ko for story na
because
so they will certainly come for him after the season.
Yes. Even with a better offer than the man say so be man 7,000 because we say no
free.
Omo fancy free agent. They can even divide Sikana accommodate ma Kotoko into 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
So at this stage, you know, what Kotoko needs to do, they say they should find every means to renew the contract of Lamte or extend it. So and so more extended. And Mr. Makawa has said, so we baby Alante Gina say, I was Santo Kotoko team now who is Sikabia Kotoko church and my players in Bia. I'm not sure, and they currently Mukwala is a bigger player in Kotoko than Lamte.
He's just about the best player in the country.
So
they are
one of the best.
An expatriate and a striker.
Oh, they say a couple players Sika Beji na once a oh, Metia but today young
expatriate and a striker.
Young Cassie say baby
number 9.
We say we should a national team player. So tell me say we should a national team player. So Mizoto say Mukwala if Mukwala earn $4,000 at Kotoko. So tell me say at least Lamte should be earning around 3,000. O say ebizo to say yan start ant me ntwa place ka say ya eno na ya na sometimes supporters ni bu o ka say yenwene supporters no ho. One thing everybody should understand is say footballers no to aside ball no more no they are also doing business.
But you know in Sra America say the boy is going to leave here at the end of the season.
Sana wo. Because say see I say Lamte J like 4,000 Ghana cedis. E wo Kotoko. So tell me chana say you. Eti se Kotoko e value Lamte no he Lamte bo na obo ne ho ahwan a. At least they should move Lamte to dollars no mo bi. 2,000 3,000. Sana wo.
And your conclusion.
I know 30 dinner.
O conclusion no.
Season end your call. Okay, come and start to cry.
To ticket. Tell mami rush it through. Mami rush it through now. Me the fast now.
But why are they? Say you give them the opportunity. I branch if I try they usually I will not read this but I'll say Ansu Kwabna. Or say if it were us, the same host will say they should let him go.
I don't think say if there's somebody who deserves your attention on the show, is that guy. Forget him. He doesn't deserve attention.
Oh, okay.
And forget about him.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Say until say very respected amount of opinion.
Oh, okay.
untiminya obusu.
And this from the head of sports. There's actually to the number change the coming. We're from the departmental head.
Any time be able
any other position is a
any time be able who message be ano. Me kwa makache you phone.
Where you shoot?
Makache omo you so.
Executive fiat.
And I don't have.
Where executive fiat?
Say me go kan yi media. Me nya adwuma nye.
Yeti hana ye adwuma bitu. Yeah, we live by respect. Into Ubuya, near Su di Buama, yes, you Buana Su di Buama.
Exactly. But for Bako, maybe count half a young boy.
Oh, come in.
Share.
Come in the film fast.
Nani per time in the young.
Who the aircraft man ye na? After dropping out because of the huge public backlash, is Ankuma's friend Kojo Adamensa slot into 5-man search committee, but has can't answer your questions, Kojo. Tama questions are I'm for Busa Kojo no. Say and Chen was say, case Entimi ma excuses for his failed promises. And they the same person Okosum Kate who has failed Ghana woefully.
Okosum Kate and Okosum Ghana.
Okosum Kate.
Oh, if you're on a panel that is deciding on the next coach for Black Stars, Okosum Kate.
So now appointing.
I don't know. Okosum Kate. Okosum on my Ghana. Kojo is the CEO of Data Bank. A stand Kotoko and Liverpudlian.
Strong Liverpudlian.
More Kotoko than Liverpool.
On the Kotoko
but Kojo speaks his mind.
Yes.
So in Kojo, Liverpool Professor Demensa, very successful young man. Minim de efutu go for the mama say ade no ko hwan go for two. E va hon go fra.
Auntie. Me da no pay.
Abo Okujo to Black is asking so many questions.
Yes.
So I go cover for that.
Auntie.
Yeah.
Where Gaka for almost say stop the search for the Black Stars coach and respect and apologize to Ghanaians. You are being disrespectful. And yeah, Kwabena Boa tells Kate no na Tama. I say
it should be the stance of the
I say stop the search for the Black Stars coach and apologize to Ghanaians first. You are being disrespectful.
Is that not captured in the swag state?
And
I've been answering Kwabena one.
That's a swag.
But that is a swag statement.
What I mean, that stands there. It should be your stand.
No, and yeah, why stand? Members of swag, not my stand.
Member, isn't it?
Now, who remember?
Position.
Tama was say we will move for a committee to censure a committee to.
So let's do this quickly. The MP for North Tongue constituency, Honorable Okujo Otuo-Acheampong, Wama and good insight into Black Stars near expenditure, whether laws were breached at any point in time, or say was a unya the approval of Parliament even before you can spend, and Wama some figures officially. Government figures be but he has intercepted some documents or they can try any honorable ninkom or just a quick one. Yanko because of his time. Honorable, Yamuachina, what is saying?
Oh, Nyamiado me hoye, Namoe.
Yo, Nyamiado, yes, you're hoye pa.
Me Maubia Fishapa.
Oh, I think come to ye. Now, ye more basso so nanwa at Orientam to 1 month way. Who say, wa wajinam, and Juma would here bringing a lot of people together. Helping amuna why are there boa basso
medase
arabona ayi obo o say $8.5 million o say hefty $8.5 million translates into a colossal amount of 105 million at current exchange. But then a figure has it formally minister and their back parliament and I say then said this is how much we are spending.
Yo medase edikan my main chiatie for nyina na main Maubia official pa as I say me to just documents na media Tujua on my social media handles. Your documents are my intercepted. Therefore, Bekaya, during the budget review and approval processes of 2024, that is November and December, particularly we on the NDC side of the house, Ibisa say tournament na year kono AFCON. What is the budget? Then sika na abani FA or more approve as the amount of money to be spent. Na adentina omonfa sasikano emba parliament for scrutiny and subsequent approval in compliance with the constitution of Ghana, because we show your constitution and the chapter dealing with finances, financial manager of our country, want to me and spend the public funds without parliamentary approval. Until we stated clearly, okay, sports committee reporter, we stated clearly, say, the practice of the ministry engaging in the use of funds which have not been approved. And we even highlighted a similar example with the qualifiers. We shared that committee report now. It stated that Omar Tamsika from the contingency vote Omar created, we should Article 177 of the Constitution. What we should have is a contingency fund. That contingency fund, we use a free fund, you must come to it's for emergencies. In the emergency BC, it said they see what my constituency say.
Yeah.
Finance minister, once it's an emergency, Uber to me as spending out of that fund. But right after, you have to come to Parliament to explain and to provide a detailed breakdown of the expenditure. And the mechanisms Article 177 of the Constitution. But the more yen say more creative contingency vote, which is not provided for under the Constitution, an illegal creation. A honor or more Tamsika they spending on Black Stars and other items. It's okay, page 8 of the Sports Committee's report about Parliament and okay the Hansard of Parliament. We condemn that practice and ask them to put a stop. And said, say, tournament na yebe kono. We don't want the use of these unapproved funds, misappropriation na koso. To our surprise, they defied us and then went to the tournament without bringing any budget to Parliament for approval. Sports journalists, so Ebisa Omo, and I've been following, we all follow, football is a passion of the nation, we all follow keenly. Matia numerous sports programs, Yebisa minister, Yebisa AFI officials, even PRO of the ministry, and these stories are all online. They were adamant, Omoka say, to me disclose na yeye lakia, Omokoba, and na Omobe disclose, which is an affront. It doesn't happen in any democracy. It's a total affront, because best practice and what the Constitution says, what our laws, Public Financial Management Act, you need to present that budget, get approval. Look, even other countries they look up to us. Say, the beacon of democracy, good governance. Yako Echirepano. This is not what they did. Show a Zambian example. No? Zambia, omu minister ni GFA etenasi approve omu budget. Ena Ministry of Youth and Sports, ena the Zambia FA, omu Parliament, presented omu budget of $2.1 million and got approval weeks before the tournament. South Africa, the same. Ivory Coast, the same. Nigeria, the same. Into Banisena, Ghana, Nkwadie. No parliamentary approval, secrecy, budget. Ababe yet say a nuclear code be, and some national security matter be. Ye the tujua enyeye. I mean, it is our money. And nona, a trigger may say, what is government hiding? My main activity may investigative and oversight capacity. Mwamu say This is not the first time.
Yeah.
From presidential travels to National Cathedral, to Bank of Ghana headquarters projects, and all of so many Matumia intercepted documents on many occasions, which have helped our country to fight corruption and to protect the public purse. And he had decided to activate that same network. And now are leading me to all of these documents because T4 in himself, even the promise of the FSA, Omokoba, Omobe disclosive budget, Omoba, how many weeks now? They are not disclosing the budget.
Yeah.
The Omoyene said they are bringing additional cost to us. Omoti committee, Omose, Omo, Shisha coach Fufro, which we are going to be paying for. Yeah. I mean, the disrespect, the disdain for the Ghanaian people. Intiana may trigger this investigative mechanisms are documents ninyana are secure. I can confirm to you say ninyana ye authentic, you're unimpeachable. Nobody can question it.
Very well.
$88.5 million no. That is from letter dated 2nd January 2024. Then so, the Ministry for Youth and Sports, Omochiro, Finance Minister said, as they met and approved, Omope the part payment of the $8.5 million, Omope $5 million out of it, because time no drew Omobe court tournament,
So
that is the letter.
Honorable Kujeto, say 8.5, does that include what was spent on the supporters? And also your fufro.
And no, your fufro. Area we may publish some breakdown. Mubehun say the amount spent on supporters and cut way home.
Wow.
And what is also shocking is qualifiers Ubekaya I earlier put out 27.9 million.
Yeah.
And also Nkaho. Into this 8.5, the 105 million Ghana cedis we may publish it breakdown.
So the 8.5 was spent on what? Only players, not black stars and Guan.
Yes, that is what they are claiming. And a per diem and honorarium.
Wow.
And almost say transportation.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's I bet chain where we are, what happens to any minister who decides to flout the rules of parliament in this regard?
Oh, the laws are very clear. Parliament can take action against that minister. Obetaya, health minister, when it came to light, on some quack Russians be accordingly watia yesika say omumbre vaccines, COVID vaccines, Sputnik V.
Yeah.
And it turned out he didn't follow the procurement process and all of that. He set up a committee of inquiry and he was indicted. What is left, they say, you better vote on him. The only challenge, they say, you need 2/3. And unfortunately, the extreme partisanship in our house, that's always the hurdle.
Okay.
The second example I met to Myanmar recently, Ken Oforiatta, finance minister, the vote of censure. Charges were leveled against him. He went through the vote of censure committee. But unfortunately, we couldn't get the 2/3. And that is how come he survived. And the extreme partisanship makes it quite difficult. Ubetumia crossing that 2/3 threshold. But that is parliament. Beyond parliament, the office of special prosecutor, we even have prosecution that can be done. Again, partisanship. The attorney general is from the same party as the minister for youth and sports. And normally you don't get that. Just there's a change in government, and then you can see some. But these are all governance deficits. As they say, address it moving forward, and it will let people sit up so that people will be more accountable to the people. But I can confirm to you, sir, parliamentary resume, we will be setting up a committee. We are filing a motion where we are seeking a full-scale inquiry into all of these matters, because some of the expenditure items, the figures are so mind-boggling. And we need a breakdown. We need to go into it to see if we had value for money, because Look, Ghana does not have money to waste. Though. This is a country, not too long ago, a few weeks ago, Kolebu Renal Unit. Government said they don't have 4 million cedis. 19 people died. We had to summon the health minister. Nipa wuye dialysis or more dialysis treatment. Yes, you need 4 million. Many okasa say after the VRA floods in my constituency, unim say Aban say onisika yet at the moment, even though we are allocation the budget, but almost afraid now so thousands of people are still living in classrooms, still living in tents. Yena yesi adayama omo nkakra as MP mobilizing donations from the Ghanaian people because Aban say sika niho ye financial haircuts. Pensioner bondholders, just a moko demonstration, the Ministry of Finance, your senior citizens, and Chair Diana, former Chief Justice, even went to join them. We have been declared bankrupt. We are the IMF seeking a bailout. Intianya say, ye was sika, and we have it to waste. And the more we are spending on Black Stars, the poorer the performance is getting. Meanwhile, sika we don't even see. Look at the state of our infrastructure. Stadium Ben then you see say Sikana year spending is going into developing sports infrastructure. I mean, recently FIFA could not even find a certified pitch in Ghana, the whole of Ghana. I mean, Anka Yanye some emergency and no crown, we didn't really meet the standard. Ewa Kumasi. We will have even had to play our qualifiers outside. We will have had to select another country. That is how terrible the situation is. Your local league, no. I mean, they are not even getting the support that they need. Look at youth football, nurturing young talents, coaches, egu, academicals, the intercord that we used to organize to discover young talent. Ninyina a collapse. And instead say more tournament, more disgrace and say such a catastrophic, abysmal, calamitous performance. Instead say mobile patch or na more account sikana yedimamono what you use it for. In Temara more organizing committee say more coach to incur more costs. Meanwhile, this rotten system, if we don't address it and we don't change course, we don't bring in transparency, accountability. Look, no matter the coach you bring, Ukofa FIFA's best coach of the year, Pep Guardiola, Ebakrala, there will be the EMFA. There will be no magic.
Okay, so
these are the fundamental issues.
Finally, it looks like it's been government over government, sports ministry, meaning what is there. But we have been here before. What is so special about that ministry, government, there seem to be in Brazil, why is it like that?
To be honest with you, the whole FIFA arrangement, where you have FA officials colluding with people at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, to be very honest with you, where the claim they say, hey, if you go in too much, you're into ababe fetish. Meanwhile, FIFA Nankasa and Chebia, and they were subjected to a major international probe in Switzerland, in the United States of America. People lost their jobs, people were jailed, people were fined. No organization can be above reproach, can be above accountability. And I agree with you, sir. This has been going on for a long time and it's getting worse. The time has come for us to be objective, to be patriotic.
Okay.
Let's put the partisanship aside. Wait, the mayor is not MPP NDC. Me, I look at the bigger picture. I always talk at Ghana first.
That's right.
That's my focus, and I will be extremely disappointed if this continues even under an NDC government, and I'll speak up against it. And Obianim, I mean, not too long ago, me serving on appointments committee. You remember when things were not going as I left the committee. I resigned.
Yes.
Some of us are conviction politicians.
Yeah.
I don't believe, say, you join a party to destroy your country, and now to as it were dissipate scarce resources.
Right.
You know, we need to take the bull by the horn, and FIFA itself now recognizes that where taxpayers are sponsoring, they have the right to demand accountability and to know what their funds are being used for.
Okay.
And people should stop intimidating us with say, hey, you better name FIFA will descend on you.
Okay.
You may not be able to participate in the next tournament. Please, I mean,
All right.
we must be interested in what our funds, our taxes are being used for, especially as more taxes are being imposed. They are even trying to impose VAT on electricity. And we cannot continue at this rate where so many taxes are being collected. We are dissipating it, wasting it on all of these things that we are not getting value for money for.
Okay, so the Honorable Otuo-Acheampong, when Parliament resumes, you better what happens, and we trust that you push these issues hard there for us.
Absolutely, be rest assured.
MP for North Tongue constituency, Honorable Otuo-Acheampong, I'll say your performance at Ivory Coast was catastrophic, it was abysmal, and it was calamitous. All right.
Hey, Honorable Samobu Otuo-Acheampong is on Oyerepa FM to throw light on the figures he has espoused as budgeted towards the failed AFCON 2023. No one better at handling an interview of this magnitude than the venerable Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong.
But I'm say, summarizing some now. So this is the state.
Yeah, Mr. Otuo say,
they're shocking me home. Say 8.5 million.
At the point
He supporters the young.
yeah, that is what he see. Also, more
breakdown of
but
or the bullet in the when we look at our politicians, you cannot have faith in them moving forward because the two political parties rule Ghana since the Fourth Republic. Obiara who rule Ghana once. Oma bon cantle ye betimi akanta mo bia bo mana akwa na we didim so tell me say. And also in say the main issue should be thrown away.
No, we will look at the main issue.
So tell me say because
Basa is getting worse.
Every year we are getting worse. Mizoto.
AFCON to 8.5.
Mizoto. Okay, this.
More demand, scam, more demand, why?
But this is that was the budget, including preparation.
No, see, at a point they demanded 5 million.
No, which was given. Amu provided, and the director of sports provided the accounts number. With the the finance ministry.
5 million.
Yes, to the ministry.
Mr. Otuo said the man say we are a kakra.
Time this is kakra.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports are agencies under the Ministry of Youth and Sports are Kesia baako pa the National Sports Authority. Into Otuo to asama oka no. Once wa kan se bibiri kapi. Otuo to asama oka no. Wa analyze the challenges of the state. And not the IMF ne other issues ni nyina be. By
an example then say in a country where we are going through
he's painting a picture of the current situation of the country. The last time they can't kidney no kra ho asem ha. Let's even put that one aside. And let's say this money is meant for sports. Say it's meant for sports. The question is the sports industry under the Ministry of Youth and Sports okay to the extent that you were enough to spend on the blasters? And the answer is no. See the issues of the country challenges of the sports industry. An agency back question the Minister of Youth and Sports, I say the National Sports Authority.
So this is my question before
and look at the challenges of the national
sports question. And then Emma, there was an obsession to spend this amount of money. Because said there are a lot of challenges. We don't have any baby any baby ball or no. Any baby other we are the other national teams are suffering.
Yeah.
a mayor qualify in Tiamka. Be from and that one and queen. Why that obsession? Say spend your Black Stars. What is it? Is it because
it's where near political points?
Political points.
Yeah.
Say,
no, the political points is that what study the communicators. Now I'll introduce a bit of politics. The communicators of these two giant political parties now. It looks like Obia Peso breaking that record.
So
the Ghana J AFCON. No, Mr. Otuo, so on your mudding comma, they paint a picture of want to walk up to one another. Will be manifesto, it will be campaign, want that. Say we are walk up to Akowanda. So when they meet the football people, they ask them, say, how can we win the AFCON? Because the politician now who expecting is to be protected public personal.
Okay.
Or pesa achievement in the campaign. It was football for now. No, be some how can we win? And a football for us are finding an intelligent means to let them believe that the only way to win is by spending. And while spending, also, I'm not saying a bit of a cartel. While spending, almost every hands involved in the spending, into a political will as against greedy football people, and Oma can boom and Omu destroy the public purse.
Bravo. Kaka said the time.
The last question, I love it. Say, Adewe, and Nena AC. Of course, day by day, it keep getting worse. No two ways about that. Now, me pen a response no. I hope say Tama or the Bayejuma. Say, young family say, Ochina, Ghana had they say two parties in for now, the MSOM will be na me breaky woman. And he said, NDC na or Hochina. Say, BBC is here, ye bet say, ye be sound about Kujoto. What's for it here and more Kuntia. No crowd, yes, I mean, assign the party, no crowd here. And then the neighbor breed and day in the akon. I like it this way. Now, Minini say, obey me aye. Minini say, obey, do sabrena, Minini say, obey. Because 2014, Tamata and a cobra is on.
2014.
Ye nim dear, or one of me NDC4. No more. In defense of Putu Apo Ghana. When Ghana was embarrassed to the point we flew money from Accra to Brazil just to satisfy some people's whims and caprices.
Yeah, the above you here to know.
Anyway, a besibium. Man, this is not man people now. A besibium.
My captain,
the biggest problem that you're facing here that equalization of issues. It's a samba. I can't part to win, na say na we say.
Only Hariana.
That be some about on grant interview.
I'm asking you a question. What's it there?
I don't know one case say we
on the case we are na oba.
But that's an arrangement why you know.
Until the also there be no na. So that's a simple question. So as an Hari equalization quite be so.
Oh na yo.
Also can Brazil na there didn't make us say one na.
There be an no one for we say
we are kind of me kind of say because me need
okay,
so let's look at the situation now. Issue are cause ne na address it dan say ba ya hwe na address it na equalization na yeko and some papa you can so to so ya keka kan but e bia ye nya data to honorable ntino ye can just na ship it under the carpet na yeko. The thing about somebody because anyone can make us say me who why I said you should be talking about appointing a new coach for the Black Stars. Abra yako disappointed your mind say. So me ma say the last three AFCONs. We see the point. The last yes. So the last three AFCONs and you must see. And so Amaya Otisono and transfer no. Enough is enough. I think I said step in let me take a special interest me for the people of Ghana. But to yet Sadia no ekoso. So no time strike can say when nya hint be say the ministry may impose offense you know my maintain. Na mani age.
I'm from Omumva.
What say? Na mani age. Say dem be say sia. I said aban no at least bibi. By no na obusa question be dey no mo yes ade no so to a way yetimi mu use siphon no siphon what I say yetimi a siphon o man sika ko di individual pocket and you use you know FN the omaja tum so you corrupt.
Oh there be men case
I want to believe so.
Oh no.
That's all I'm the agent omo yesterday.
Oh bet me at describe omo ba nka so omaja tum.
Oh because consistently the omo yet they cast asem.
You can describe them.
Okay.
But say omaja tum.
Now don't you know that?
Obi o twam be.
That's all omo nyun tum but I want to believe say so omo ye the conduit.
Just a second.
Madam
Fubi US.
Obi can asem wa ka dia wie. Bajo mani.
Who must je no phone.
Obi ka say Adam ni nya say onam for man say na.
So they use the FN as a conduit so to siphoning Ghana sika na kodi individuals ebotom through the Black Stars and the football. So to me free say a time I say manumeka bafo all say a time to say young ban no take interest e won e koso yi na wotie the cry of the people the nipa kan because man no aduma so yamai because look at this say ye kan kura no ene no ni bulletin is about no supporters ye kan ho
say who heard the issues of this country issues of what say ene ka say kola bebre wi achocho license de ndie no nurse ni teacher fo mu nya adwuma nye yet you carry the spirit on just na yeyina yezu ebesua
obed kan say
time bi
no me ka say
also could that we be hwem na ebu bi kura on ye the boss obi bit match no pen
o ka age na
in terms yes in ka yeyina na make
age there we be older than
ye mu bi bet bi that no pen
age there
but on say
you soro nye age
in terms of you go to that
say bi yesu ebe ye
so the go
onim skani bia onim skani bia wanya to me ma so ye odefo I would then about school, so no be pushing the barman by a politician.
Training of politics.
Na same you say. One was sweaty our bonnet bra when you nisikano. That would be the pen the paper. Eddie Chinisika.
How do you know?
To be piano bar,
no could do. There we are not memra.
So to I wrote some easy. I wrote some echo so our memo. I think me the piano or the government because obi on the piano because we say sa FIFA say FIFA say saban e ban to football man FIFA e ba be ram say no e some e ka de hunu ayen because FIFA na draw the thin line baby aban wo sika ko obet ma investigate baby asika free sika free sa wo dia obi na tua wo sika so to wo dia ko fuma no be ka asam na amfa the fact of the matter is that also dia obi na tua hoka obi the amount sika ye kan 8.5 million same FIFA on the buy if the Ghana government e that interest no that will that say be investigate be hwemu nema sika ye gigi from all this time now me person be hwe nema na take proper decision. Is somebody telling me say FIFA president will come to Ghana and say wabani but this is what the government is not doing. I'm more problem
but as I'm to hona me we ajibu aba nkaka krebi na me dey tudwa dey di kan say wo sorry na so obetutu osi anu Pepsodent cavity fighter ni bi enu ye toothpaste and nadia enu a cavity fighter no e fortified with fluoride and a micro calcium ingredients enti me ewo mu no de asiesie ase ne edodom nyina na yiba timba chopes o se ye fe no anum da ho a bomodia na Pepsodent cavity fighter ibi because it prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. You can get Pepsodent at any shop. Baby, ubenya Pepsodent nibi. Every smile matters. Mezaka will say, oh, abusuani adamfo, ewo abrochire. Say UK, Europe, US, Australia, South America, Asia, across Africa. Na opese. Wodi ko bi dadawa momone bayire enwa remunam ekomanwa kente batakari kaftan kaba ene slate fako na uko Ghana poster omu EMS no womu de bekwa amount 10 no munsu papa kanjen and magic drinking water alkaline water eno na yensu a wonomu a very safe, refreshing, and offers numerous benefits to the body. Kangen nsuo de hydrogen rich in minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium. Bibia wom se uyemu tintim de na je se wanom kangen onom kangen bibia ye kama ma refresh body na make sure you have a good sleep. Onom kangen water ma wakoma no pompi ye rich in antioxidants na bibia onom kangen nsuo bebre no na ma ho ye den regulate body no temperature and everything is fine. Your Brema UGC Tafo New Road, Abawa Road Junction. Obeso order for 0241 449191 0241 449191. Nenya Kanjin Nibi. Your number is 0507 BM 379 474 0507 379 474. Express Group. Your branches of Kumasi, your Accra, your Temasunyani Tamale, Takra De, na the Tieni, study and work abroad. Ye mo akwenya, said ye beya, ubetimi, Aqua Canada, UK, Australia, USA, Germany, and America home, na wakwaku sunyadi. Oh, yeah, Juma, na wasa kusku account. International test bibri, IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, and the Kenka home. O trope o pass na onyam grade max na ye pe no a wanya scholarship no na afi wo na wo kono IELTS no de eno ye wo mo mbeso mkosua de wo ha ene a but obeso ko UK USA Australia Germany Dubai so ko ye adwuma ana beso ko visitor ne nyina contact Express Group ma de number no 055 555 0067 055 555 0067 055 555 0067 024 900 0448 024 900 0448 afei meva we ntwa to na me nko zakito ho promasiro Ghana wo mo na nei wo mo de onga soya bean protein wumpa ediaba onga ilele gonga de wa unim onga mama's helping hand onga has introduced new mama's helping hand de tienie se unya onga soya bean protein nibia eno ano no ode ye adwuma ama cholesterol no ye cholesterol free. It makes it the perfect protein alternative to all your favorite dishes. The ohia nie fa onga soya bean protein no fire stew, fire jollof, fire fried rice, noodles, never kinka na fried and better still consume alone. This is soya kebab and also ho onga soya bean protein dey ye obiampe just soak and fry. FD adia tum say ye need Juma Isaac.
Asama ye kanyina ne se mzoto
have no
asam ni nyina ne se
okay family ne enko family go that mba
tell timer I'm taking his lunch one fuck you anka mama sami o ka sami fanka ho dia me kana bia
atama kwa kru
tama lunch I'm taking his lunch for this afternoon for such an amazing interview.
On interview be o ye dada interview
from USC.
Okay, and abutre home ne say
cheaper.
Ebedru a based on that man lunch ni pa ba ko dey kakre. And say bedru na ye yi dia. Ebedru na ye at time I'm say ayi ba for ama o. Bond is that kind be mo.
Bond is that kind be. Bond.
So we are lunch ni be pa.
Bond is that kind be mo. What say? Third timer. I'm taking his lunch for this afternoon.
Check mo no sa ba Isaac yen go.
For such an amazing interview. Now I'm for say me kan tell me say
okay.
Mzoto asam na ye kanyina no let's also
e ba no be dey hu sa ba.
Okay.
Let's also establish the fact. Let's establish the fact that the amount being mentioned, say, honorable interceptor, no.
And then spent.
If don't spend it, and you may take for some muti and say, Ghana could D $8.5 million. And yes, Ghana on my man's muka could D.
To send the Eddie. And
to see Adi Sky Dindi, Yanti, it is a minister, Eco Parliament, almost on Beruzumu. Tuesday nti no wo say obi tia ya nchechiri mo say Ghana kodi $8.5 million yen kodi $8.5 million ska na ya budget ya kwa kodi ni
ba say dey atua mom ye $5 million
this kind mo musafi no mbo kubu contract say $5 million mo
ko na de ode supporters ye go ka ho ye betra ho
nti no say net okay last AFCON this issue came like this ye buy on buy at na enduru $3 million bu ska na ya spend it Etiana, me are very careful about this thing because okoye expenditure na wia. That is why we know the actual amount we spend from the way now. Now it seems to
the can attempt no granye.
No, but you see
attempt the environment good no gran.
You see so why Kroma say yent bin ja examples here. I dey be adewe. Mo say na say Jibo no me nya adwin ba fe no me ya adwin ba. Me so yent bin ja side examples here die Kroma say. Yo Kroma say honorable
Sudonko. I want to have a clear understanding. Is $8.5 million USD actual or budget as expected? As usual, he veered into full-scale politics.
Exactly.
And has thrown out an open invitation to some of us. Facts are that nothing came out of the so-called presidential flights and national cathedral investigations. We have witnessed flying dollars in this country before, even when there were myriad challenges. Some of us are man, I know you, Muntiasi.
Oh, Auntie Masamiana, Masanoke.
Passe.
No, he talks about not passing through parliamentary, then 2015. Now, by this all, Mama Yerga, he didn't pass through the parliamentary, then. Okobayano. Everybody Ghana Fatem say we are asking useless questions. And see, I don't like a politician taking as an advantage, trying to take Ghanaians as to for his personal gain. You understand? But the fact is that and finance now where back yes my again in 2024 no 2024 your budget say your could do final you best spend $8.5 million 2024 but as far back as 2015 nearly to $8.8 million could do final then you tell me say I don't know cheap. You see, come as I go for short memories now. Former President Kano as way back as 2015. Now we have a government. Me born again say those who enjoy from Sky $8.5, you know. And to pass here, but who say number 8, you know, honorable MPs. NSA board members, honorable MPs, na ban be power be and only power ban go for Kobi. So number 8 no G no honorable MPs and NSA board members and sign your best supporters and media. Professor Chuma si okonya. I understand. Eti to aya na ye kasa yes national zone. But e what was we are. We promise.
Key issues no near the aban bi aye. Key issues no say tibia e wo mu Ghana
na tibia ni asada
me bamba
2015 na come educate ko for say be ni 2014 come na die na be ni
the way people are spending our money
na ye nua no body info mo dua juma
ye me fa message ani afa message no mefa ni mienu on say nenu na me catch us say the sports ministry ebe oda the efi so mo hold on with the search committee
sama so omo view
na botre ti say omo platform ni wo so bi
hwa mo de
ketokreku platform no mo so bi
ketokreku platform
ai they are mouth.
We are the number ben o.
O say
number ben na de to.
Oh me do. Say oni me. Me wo so bi. Omo yes omo hwe numbers ni so a. Omo delete ombeli delete obi a.
Yeah,
omo huda. Odo bon se free na ekono. Roto e free na ekono, bon se full force. Omo ye closer to the FA, omo ye nyina will start coming on radio.
Ombede.
Omo be defend the mess na ekoko so Cote d'Ivoire no. But before you start no,
before I start no na obusan was into me Ghana ni.
And Tom discuss also about
they can defend no makame pressure ne down. Say they be on beto aso ayo modjuma. Nti me hu say won we bisa. Me say me platform ni so bi. It includes journalists. I
started say what journalists are called goodies can be.
That is the plan. The next 1 week no omo ba be use. And almost say ba be use no. Why you so be defend Ghana bia no. You ready say be do atem so. Thought emergency. Why ready bia so no. You why you say be do atem. Because that is another strategy I'm to omafa. But ni nyina na de e ha adwene ne say. Enra me hu say my good brother Aminu Shado. E ka kire mu bi say it looks like yente sports na say because amount for defend see Olympic games e na de na that so see spend this on athletes. Nti see e kasa de na ya spend this more than the prize money. Na that a year Cup of Nations is no. It looks like into the sports development as it. But me to countries now, me to come spend this more than the prize money no. They have training pitches of national team here training also. They have training pitches. I'm to national team here training also. Aminu may bold in because I know how close you are to the current FA president. How did you feel after say Ghana for Zotoba Bonte say yentia sema Blasters in campaign with South Africa? We should camp in Ghana. Na the Blasters be Kumasi. Na individual am Zoto waye adwuma nya ni sika in Dr. Kwame Chei Stadium awasi. A whole national team. Senya no a ka Blasters yenya bia en training. Ye bo qualifiers am Zoto sometimes CAF officials are mobile how to inspect your venues no club licensing board for no you ko poor match so the omo say ase my na CAF because mobile hair ni bibia ye kama ne enko bobo ho. This is our current state. See our say nyoma we nyina na bizoto ye ko tournament ne ye ko ya de ne ye say spend 10 million when be ka sa fa ho. Nobody will talk about it. But the here na ye nye gide mfata. With our current state, aye woman. Point pan or so adwene Ghana ho asebi. Oye badwemba zoto. Also betam $8.5 million. See if Cup of Nation. Whereby national team Blasters na Cup of Nation kwano. Any training pitch on me training also. Zoto how? Enti mesre say zoto baby aye ko sese no. Ya man no zoto. It looks like baby ankoye. Some of my catchers say if I decide to address the messenger, there are a lot of things I make because me tell menji NDC for ni, menji MPP for ni. Oh, that is the truth. Oh, send the politics in I know come for start here you be say lawyer onye subini. Omonye careful. Nyese statistic be putu ayi de egu ade obi asembe to omo. Eti be ma boda, oman na you find yourself nenie. So to the mention say. Ya say, look at how the FA and the ministry disrespect Ghanaians. Enya amamfo nyi esika ya motete no adwum ha kakra aka ne bo amamfo mo ye ayi kakra tete taxes ya. Akambede no manya $8.5 million. Ghana ni bia o ti Ghana he bia kasa mo mepacho mabubu ndu agumasum.
Omphobia ho.
Asa mumu obia. Me dey say my catch you say. The next Blasters game on Bebonu Kumasi no. I will lead a campaign. Not against the Blasters players. Omo de omayoma from de. But against the current government and the GFA.
Good
Yakobo tournament amzoto mako gu animase. Na montimi ma botin be kase Ghana for yesre mo mfanche then mo ba bebo biem sem bebo qualify so baba yara na ye nipa ko stadium o do hu de besi
do chief Sabright ne nko
Sabright de
officer Bright
me chief Bright no pay
on so ye
so na ho yi be kwai area ho ni nyina ho ne da no so tere me chena se ma catch you say Inspector General of Police IGP
Bright there
dan pare adwuma wa ye no hey
then
Messi bro nyai
Unama anaju 2 3 kura only problem because Oba Ashanti region no fa Commander Brokwa
so
onu akodua na mumunnamu omo ye adwuma kuhan appointment here na kwa
Jigogu bate I am na opi be opi yi wo fa no